Hi to everyone guys and welcome back in this new video. This week we can probably see quite a bit of volatility in the cryptocurrency market. This is for several reasons. The first reason is that on Wednesday there will be a CPI numbers for the US economy. And the second is for FTX has been given legal consent to sell its asset to go pay of its debtors. I anticipate that I holds more than 500 million in Solana and more than 200 million in Bitcoin. Before we go to see everything in detail, I ask you to support the channel by leaving a like and subscribe to it. Perfect, we can start.
Like any respectable video analysis, of course, we start with the fundamental data. We all know very well that on September 13th, and if you don't know, I'll remind you, there will be the release of the CPI numbers in the US. In fact, at 2:30 p.m. Italian time, we will have both the core CPI, obviously for the month of August, and the CPI numbers, which is one of the most important metrics, especially concerning the core CPI, which the Federal Reserve takes into consideration for future interest rate hikes. Then, on Thursday, September 14th, 2020, we have retail sales and other data that could impact the market. Obviously, if we have significantly different current data, especially from the forecast, all of this data will affect the next FOMC session, which, for those who don't know, will be in exactly 10 days. So 93% of the market expects interest rates to remain stable, while only 7% expect a 25 basis point increase, which is equivalent to 0.25%. Guys, pay very close attention. Obviously, this is what analysts expect for the upcoming FOMC session, but it could change significantly based on the release of this data, specifically the CPI on Wednesday, September 13th. The Wall Street Journal reported a very interesting article regarding the next FOMC session. According to analysts from the Wall Street Journal, this session will be in line with the expectations we discussed earlier, meaning stable interest rates, but with the possibility of further rate hikes between November and December. Estimates suggest there will be another couple of rate hikes. It's also true that Federal Reserve officials are divided into two categories. The first category is concerned about relatively high inflation in the United States, while the other category favors maintaining interest rates. We'll see how this develops, especially in light of the CPI numbers. Guys, be cautious because there has been some panic in the cryptocurrency market in the last few hours. Indeed, as we can see, when this news came out, Solana corrected quite a bit. This is because it appears that FTX has received legal consent to start liquidating various assets in its portfolio starting on September 13th. There has been some misinformation regarding this event. Many believe that all these assets would be sold on the market all at once. In reality, only $200 million worth of assets can be liquidated per week. This is to minimize the impact on these specific assets. It's also likely that these sales will be over the counter, so they won't have a significant impact, certainly not as significant as if these transactions were to occur on the exchange market that we all use. In any case, we can see that the portfolio, I want to emphasize that this portfolio was last updated on January 17th. And since then, other assets owned by FTX, FTX US, and Alameda Research have been discovered. However, the majority of the holdings in the portfolio consist of Sol, which is worth $685 million in dollar equivalent. Then we have FTT at $129 million. Although in my view, they will never sell these FTT tokens because there isn't enough liquidity in the market. Be cautious because we also have 268 million worth of BTC, and this could obviously impact both BTC and consequently ETH, as we have 90 million in ETH. Then we have Aptos, Dogecoin, Matic, and all the others. Anyway, be very careful on September 13th. In addition to the CPI numbers, we also have this event that could trigger some panic in the markets. It's interesting to see how the CEO of SBI has said that, in his opinion, all banks in Japan will be using XRP services by 2025. We'll see. In any case, we're seeing many companies, especially institutions and banks, adopting ledger technology for various interbank exchanges. It's also interesting to see that the Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas believes that Bitcoin is better than gold. However, this is his opinion. Be very careful because just yesterday, Vitalik Buterin's X.com account was hacked and used to promote a crypto scam. So guys, be very cautious. Do not click on external links at all because they could infect your computer with a virus or cause damage, especially if you have wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and others with browser extensions. Before continuing to analyze how the markets are performing today, I want to remind you that until the end of the month, new subscribers and those who sign up through the link I provide below in the description will not only receive a 20% discount on trading fees, but also have the chance to win up to $500 with BITGET and even more BGB, which is the official token of the BITGET platform, through a mystery box. Of course, the more you deposit, the higher the chance of getting a higher trophy. The criteria to receive this type of bonus are making an initial deposit of more than $300 and conducting the first futures operation of over $1,000. Let's see how the market has been performing in the last 24 hours. We can observe that it's a relatively mixed market. FTT is likely losing ground in anticipation of the news about the possible dump of FTX assets with a 7.3% decrease. XRD is down by 7.6%. In general, we can see that the market is retracing except for a few exceptions. For example, Lumen is up by 3.9% and Synthetics is up by 2.6%. Now let's focus on the big players, the ones that interest us the most, namely Bitcoin, which in the last 24 hours, along with Ethereum and the top 10, remains relatively stable. In fact, Bitcoin has only lost a modest 0.23% in the last 24 hours, with its price sitting at 25,060. Ethereum, on the other hand, is just above the psychological threshold of 1,600. Regarding the charts, there haven't been significant changes for days on end. We've been hovering around this level for quite some time. This level seems to encounter resistance around 25,144, with demand not yet appearing to push the price down. However, in my opinion, we could potentially witness a breakdown of the $24,091 zone, which may lead to a retest of liquidity below this level. If demand materializes at that point, I will consider opening long positions.
Perfect. In this video, we saw in detail the latest news of the cryptocurrency market. In description, I leave you all the links you need to subscribe to BitGet and receive your mystery boxes. If you haven't already done so, I ask you to support the channel by leaving a like on this video. For the subscriber, we will see you in the next video. Bye.